All right, thanks for following along with us. We're going to be doing part 2 over here now. Check this out. Be a loving, accepting gardener. Show an imperfect flower bed. And then it says, nature thrives on mutation, not perfection. Be open and vulnerable to see progress and change. It may be weird or ugly at first. That's just part of the process. And show the pain that lingers. And so if you like, you can just choose whatever material would be most comfortable to you. If you wanted to like draw a flower or the garden of your mind, you could do that. But if you don't know how to draw, you're not comfortable with drawing, then you could just use colors or shapes or just textures to fill it in to represent however your mind is in this moment right now.
Okay.
Is it easy for you to be a loving, accepting gardener of your imperfections, or do you try and stay more in the perfectionistic sort of mindset? You want it to get it right, or do you like making mistakes and accidents along the way?
It's a lot easier in visual art since I don't have like a standard for myself.
Mm-hmm. What's a lot easier?
Like not being judgmental of myself.
So since you don't have like a daily practice or anything, it's easier not to be non-judgmental.
Like I'm not like supposed to be good at this.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's just like whatever's it's just like whatever's coming out. It's like exclusively expressive. There's like no skill level involved. Like with music, there's this sort of skill level dimension that bothers me constantly. I like being good enough.
Right. So there's like a good enough type of standard that you have to live up to when performing like your musical tasks.
Yeah. Like this probably wouldn't go over so well in art school, like what I'm doing right here, you know? Like it's just like, it's expressive, or, I mean, it's coming from somewhere. But, it has like interesting sort of like interpretive qualities, but like, I mean, it's not like it would get like put in like a museum or, an art gallery or anything.
Like you're not going after a technical proficiency master of like light or color or anything. It's just sort of...
Or even basic competency. Like I'm just going for like to see what happens.
And now that you've been like coloring for a little bit, like what is your mood like now?
I'm kind of just largely curious as to the outcome of this color scheme. I'm curious how these all blend.
Yeah, so it's like more experimental, more curiosity without the judgment of it having to be right or correct.
Yeah. I'm mostly just curious. Yeah, I'm curious as to what happens. I guess this is what my mind looks like.
What's it like now on like on your fingertips and just the sort of sensation? Do you feel any sort of way about that?
I got into it enough to where it stopped mattering. So I didn't really care. It's almost wet. There's so much color that the paper's like kind of wet. You don't feel it?
Sure. Oh yeah. Yeah, it has that waxy type of oily, almost like wet sheen. Mixing with the oils in your fingertips and stuff like that.
Word.
Do you think it in some way represents your mind in this moment, or what sort of mood or emotion qualities does it come out?
Like sort of like a space of like sensory impression.
A sensory impression. What are some emotion words like happy, sad, scared, mad?
That's interesting. I guess I haven't thought about it in those terms. Or don't think about myself in those terms. I guess it feels Floral.
Also not an emotion word.
Um,
Calm. Well, curious is one. Curious is one
Curious.
is that one still true? Like curious, like sort of frustrated, curious, joyful, curious, sad.
the thing is, it has kind of like the totality of the spectrum.
Okay, so
It feels like, because it's like all the colors, right? So it's like consciousness before the telos of harmony.
mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
What do you mean exactly by teleos?
Like goal.
Goal.
Like we generally have a goal of like harmony and like having things make sense, right? But it's like, and that like maps onto the way we like look at the world, right? It's like in discrete objects that are like coherent, right? But it's like if you had lost that, it would just kind of be like color and impression, right? Or that's one way of thinking of it.
So this is like before it sort of unifies into like a harmonious balance.
Yeah.
This is just sort of like an primordial or whatever.
Yeah. I guess I don't have emotions.
No. you have what is really common for a lot of people is intellectualizing, right? Instead of naming your feelings and being in tune with them, you think about your emotions and process them like verbally, like in your mind of like, oh, this happened because this way, so I'm feeling this way because of this, and often not giving yourself an opportunity to just sit with it and notice it in your body of just like what that sensation is, to name it more directly. Instead, it's like a verbal processing of it in the moment that sometimes can push it away or avoid feeling it.
Right, because like the thinking is in response to like an intolerable condition, right?
Right.
You think in proportion to the intolerability of like the non-thinking condition. So
Of the somatic experience of the emotion is just like, wow, it's like a literal pain or stomach or thing or like, tension that you hold in your body.
Yeah.
And instead of feeling what it's like in your shoulders and trying to relax those, it's like it's fueling more thoughts about, how to fix it or what went wrong in the past or just something that's not present moment based.
right, but I think that comes from like it being unbearable. Yeah,
Well, it seems
or not feeling good.
Not feeling good, yeah, right. So you'd want to like push it away, or you're scared to become overwhelmed by it. So it's too intense to go to directly. And sometimes, yeah, people with big emotions or people that haven't felt their feelings in a while can definitely get stuck with that, like not knowing how to get started. Do you think that this was a safe place to access some of that with like the textures and the coloring and stuff?
Yeah, I think it's interesting how much brighter my conception of music is than myself.
Yeah, that is. Yeah. Can you share a little bit more about that?
I mean, each of these, right, they kind of have a different vibe, right? Like this feels kind of like dark and confused in a sense, or not in a negative sense exactly. It's like if you're like kind of in a pre-rational, like predetermined state, like before determination, right? Or before individuation, like it's gonna be chaotic by like definition almost.
Let's go down to this bottom part, is to show the pain that lingers.
I don't know. I feel like if I just start, it'll come out.
Yeah. So go ahead. I just want to encourage you to start it.
But I don't know. I can't really draw stuff. I just kind of do like impressions of lines and colors.
And that's a totally appropriate way to use these worksheets and to use this time, right? Because this is about setting time aside to be kind to yourself and just allow that expression to come out, no matter what skill level you are. Or creating this calm place to practice empowerment.
It's definitely enjoyable. Like the process is definitely enjoyable.
Yeah, what do you notice that's enjoyable about it, or giving you that sense of enjoyment?
Seeing what comes out. There's like a sense of curiosity in what comes out. It's also like viscerally nice to like create something.
Do you notice if it's getting it outside of your mind or outside of your thoughts?
I think I have such a lack of ability to do anything intentionally in drawing that it's like kind of pushing it into like this pre-rational space because I can't draw form. Like I can't draw anything. It's like if I handed you like a tuba.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's like, I don't know, whatever comes out, comes out. It's just gonna be like impression.
Right. I'll
Right.
just make noise however I can.
Right. It's just gonna be emotion. Like, I mean, you're not gonna like. You're definitely not gonna play a song. And that's not like that's not what you're gonna like. That's not an option.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So you're just gonna like, kind of like impression based improvise. Yeah, I have no option here. I can't like play a song.
Mm-hmm. I know some people that I've worked with in the past, they would have that attitude of like, I can't draw anything, but then they would like make attempts anyway, or like they'll say like, I'll just draw a stick figure, and then they would just beat themselves up about how a kid could do it or how ugly it is, or have that type of thing. So the fact that you are actually just be able to sit with that, like as it comes up, not having a need to fulfill that, like, is it art type of thing, and just trust your instincts in that pre-rational type of place, it is definitely an approach, right?
Yeah, it's kind of my only available approach.
What seems like to you, right?
Yeah. Well, it seems like the only available enjoyable approach.
Mm-hmm. Right, if you want to enjoy it, right? That's the thing. Some people can get stuck with that part. Yeah, in terms of like music being an expressive device, to help with like as a coping skill, would you consider like music as a coping skill? Do you ever have time that you allow yourself to just like make noise or just sort of experience the instrument as like a vibrational piece of like equipment rather than this goal-oriented making a song sound right or good?
Yeah, I just like improvise a lot and see what comes out, but there's a heavy judgment on what comes out. Like if I record it and what came out like sounded uninteresting, then there's basically a judgment of my soul as an uninteresting entity. Yeah, I assume the music is reflective of my soul, and that I'm good enough at music for it to be like competently reflective. So anytime I don't sound good, it's like it's indicative of a moral flaw in my being.
Right. So there's like that direct connection to it. There's not like a space or a middle ground between who you are
and the
music or the sound that it is.
Yeah, not really. No. With this, there is. This is just like there's no sense of it being me, really. I mean, it is like in a sense, but the goodness of it isn't. I don't hold myself responsible for. Like I'm not like bothered that like all of me isn't coming out in this, or some, like it's just that it's kind of fragmented. There we go. That's it. I'm kind of confused.
It's a confused feeling? What other emotion words sort of come up with that?
Angry.
And anger.
Desperate. There's an element of like hopefulness. Yeah.
All right. Do you notice that sensation like coming from somewhere in your body, helping you to name those things? Like what is your connection there?
From my like stomach or like gut. Yeah, that's sort of.
Yeah. Well, thank you for sharing. That's awesome. Thank you for being here with me through this. There's one last thing. It's like looking over the entire thing. What are your overall impressions, and how are you leaving this sort of session for using art as a coping skill today?
Well, the thing that I guess in the self-narrative, I guess, that developed the process is my sense of nourishment is murderous. Music's redemptively beautiful. My internal world that the music is coming from is, I guess, like founded in pre-rational chaos. I don't know if that's really like a problem or not. And then I guess the pain that lingers is like the borderline between between like this space, right, and then like having to like be a person.
Mm-hmm.
Because I got to do this to be a person.
Yeah. Yeah, it's all part of it. So, are you surprised that like a whole story and narrative sort of emerged from this, or?
Visually, yes. I write in my writing stuff, like in terms of like doing philosophy stuff. Like, I've learned that if you trust your intuition knows a lot better than your mind. Like, if you just or than your thought. Yeah, if you just like trust your intuition, you usually land somewhere. It's pretty hard to do something incoherent. You know, it's like really, it's like actually very difficult to do something coherent. Like, yeah. So usually we just do something, I feel, and then look at it. I feel like there's like something looking back at you.
Right. Well, thank you so much for being here and sharing. I hope you got a lot out of this.
Yeah, that's fun.
Awesome. Thanks everyone for joining us today. For this episode of the Art Therapy Guide to Coping Skills. Please like and subscribe.
You guys should definitely do this. This is very enjoyable and interesting.
Thanks, Greg.
Yeah.
Alright.
If you don't do it, you're
I'm gonna edit that part out.
actually, if you don't tell people the truth, that's fine.